of you sent me this story from the Money Magazine website, and I find it fascinating, and I know many of you want me to talk about this, and so I will. Here's the story from the Money Magazine website. Flirting at the office is not only taboo, but it could even take a toll on your financial future. Who tells you not to get involved at the office, not to compliment people at the office, not to talk about what people are wearing at the office, not to say, hey, you look good today at the office? Who tells you that? Well, now Money Magazine is backing me up on this. Now, this story continues. It says, according to Friday's USA Today, women who cross their legs provocatively, wear short skirts, or massage a man's shoulders at work get fewer pay raises and promotions. The newspaper, citing a Tulane University study, said 49% of female MBA graduates polled admitted they have tried to advance their careers by sometimes engaging in certain sexual behaviors, including sending flirty emails and wearing revealing clothing at the office. The respondents who said they never engaged in such activity earned an average of 3 promotions versus 2 for the group that had employed sexuality. Those who said they never used sexuality were, on average, in the $75,000 to $100,000 income range. The other group fell, on average, into the next range, $50,000 to $75,000 a year. Tulane professor Arthur Brief said the study suggests that women should be careful. Get this, this is another thing we've talked about in the air many times. Women should be careful about letting men open doors or lift boxes that aren't particularly heavy, because chivalry is, quote, benevolent sexism. Are you hearing this? Here you have the women in the office who not only ask men to lift boxes that aren't particularly heavy, they ask them to lift heavy objects. Could you put the Arrowhead bottle on the water cooler, please? It's so heavy. Same woman, by the way, has a water cooler at home and puts the bottle on all the time. Ever been in an office where you've got cubicles and the company decides they're going to move you to another floor in the building, or they decide they're going to move to another address somewhere, and they make you, frequently in your free time for no compensation, pack up your little tchotchkes, pack up your paper clips and your pens and everything. They make you pack all your stuff and then either lift it up and bring it to a hallway somewhere, or bring it to a truck. Or you simply just have to lift the box and move it from one side of the room to the other. How many times has a woman come up to you guys and said, "Could you help me? I've got all these heavy boxes." How about the women who ask you to get something from the top of a closet? "It's so high up I can't reach up there." Well, you've now got evidence from Tulane University that says that this will impair your ability to make a lot of money or get promotions, because men will see you as helpless or useless. And I certainly do. I got to tell you that right now. By the way, I remind men out there, and I'm wondering if any of you have taken me up on this. How many of you have heard me talk about this subject in the past, where I've said to you, if a woman asks you to pick up a heavy object in the office, don't. It's not part of your job. Your job is your job. You don't have to be chivalrous in the office, boys. You don't have to put the water on top of the water cooler or lift heavy boxes. You don't have to do anything but your job. And it's time for you boys to start only doing your jobs and not helping the little ladies out around the office, because they're not going to have sex with you anyway. And even when they do, you are risking your own job, because if things don't work out, they can then go down to the Human Resources Department and make your life a living hell.